Can I taste your juice?
Hey folks, PBusardo. So we had a fantastic day yesterday in Buffalo. Saw a lot of things, met a lot of great people. There's going to be some video at the end of this video showing you some of the craziness and the ball busting that went on. It was a great event. One of the greatest parts of the event for me really was to have Dimitri up in our area. The guy's fantastic. I love him. I love his personality. As a matter of fact, I'm away from him now for, I don't know, for the night, and I'm already missing the guy. Something horrible. He completes me. But this is kind of a special video because this video is not a review video. This is going to be just talking a little bit, and a lot of you have requested to know what's behind the door behind me. So I've actually had a chance to clean up the office, and I am going to show you, and we'll do a little bit of a tour of the vape layer. So without further ado,
hello, my fellow vapors.
Oh my God, it's Dimitri. Hey, boy.
Thank you for letting me out of there.
Well, you had an important job to do in there, man.
Phil, can I come out now? I really don't want to taste your juice anymore.
No, you have all of these flavors to taste, and I'm sick of these juice reviews. Get back to work. Keep tasting. Keep tasting, Dimitri.
Thanks for having me over here in your vape layer, Phil. It's absolutely amazing.
Absolutely, it's a pleasure and an honor. I hate to say an honor because I don't like when people say that around me, but it is so cool to have you here.
It is, and we did have an amazing time at the meet yesterday. You got to thank Andre from the House of Vapor for hosting us, and Sean, Niagara Kayaker, for getting everything set up and getting the people there. We had an amazing time.
It was a good time. So you're going to thank Andre even after the after him putting on the Dimitri costume.
Yeah.
After serving him with the papers, and after that game that he had.
He did. He had a couple games.
He did.
Let's not forget that. He had your game.
He had the Harry Phil game.
The Harry Phil game, yeah, where we threw little bottles on your little stash.
He covered my face and everything with Velcro, and he had bottles with Velcro on it. You had to throw them and have them stick to my picture, the Harry Phil game. You're not charging for this game, are you?
Oh yeah, these are the prizes. This whole thing is prizes.
Well, hold on a second. Well, yeah, but if you're charging for that game, I should get a cut.
You know, it's not a waiver, dude. Okay, like it's all over the place.
Look at that picture. Really?
1.5. I try to find one. What you doing?
And yeah, why didn't you like paint in some gray or something?
I was going to. I was going to put hard gray so like if it hits the gray, it knocks off. I just want to know. I tried to find the original concept was supposed to be Phil's back.
I shaved that.
Like Phil's back,
yeah.
But Phil's back.
Right, I got it.
And it would have been all hairy, but I couldn't find a picture of it like this or anything.
Oh, I'm glad.
He's here right now.
You obviously didn't search.
I'm trying to get for the third time. Oh, so close.
You throw like a Canadian.
Well, yeah. That was close. That was close.
So there's no.
Oh, you missed so many hair.
Secret.
What was your game?
My game was called Moly Moly Moly. So you had a picture of me on sideways, and all you had to do is he'd put a blindfold on and spin you around 3 times, and then you had to use a marker to go up to the picture and cover up my mole. So that was a lot of fun, though.
Yeah, I think we have video of CJ playing that game.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
No, not CJ. I call him CJ.
DJ Vapes.
DJ Vapes, who's another
the
fun guy.
knockoff CJ.
The knockoff CJ, who's another fun guy to be around.
Actually, you know what? Ready?
What is this game?
How do you play this game?
You got to try and dot the mole.
Oh, okay.
Get it on the paper.
Not paying shipping.
Right.
And all that other
Alright, well, I'll pay the 8.75% tax.
Oh, that's like that's on your man. I don't see a mole there. No, it's more there.
Spin on. Raising you up. The other way, maybe you make it straight.
Just draw on his wall. That's a lot of fun.
What are you doing?
He's really caressing your face.
Yeah, he likes that.
Perfect, yeah! Nice. So just to make this clear, This we're not going to do a review. We're just going to do a little bullshit.
No, and I'm kind of sad because you got so many devices around here. I'd like to start doing video reviews. But yeah, absolutely. And we've been talking about this for a while.
Yeah.
Doing a video. I mean, you obviously review tons of devices. You get a lot of from simple mechanical models to way advanced personal vaporizers. But we have to keep a little bit in perspective about the people that are using electronic cigarettes as a tobacco harm reduction tool.
Absolutely. And I've said it many times. Let's just be clear. This isn't a special effect. You are actually really...
Yes, I am here. I'm here. Yes, absolutely.
He's really
got
here.
a pulse.
So cool. And I am a little bit more tan than you.
You're very more tan than you. I'm going to be researching the house afterwards to find out your secrets. All right, folks. Haven't you ever wondered how PBusardo gets that wonderful tan? Well, let's go find out. Hey, Phil, I hope that's vapor, not your skin.
Hey, bud, come on in. There's room for two.
No thanks.
But anyway, yeah, I've said it in many of my reviews that just because, you know, you see me using all this stuff doesn't mean that you have to go into debt buying all the same stuff. You don't have to keep up with the Joneses. It should be about, bottom line, staying off of tobacco cigarettes. That's
Absolutely.
Really what it should be about. So we saw a lot of really cool things yesterday.
We did. There was a lot of high-end devices, and I think that crosses over to where the status that you and me and a lot of other reviewers or other people that have called this tobacco harm reduction movement a hobby. I think now we've crossed over to the hobbyist line. And just like any hobbyist or collector out there, you want to, you know, get all the new stuff in. You want to show it off. You want people to see it, and it becomes more of an obsession.
It is a little. It's a big time obsession.
I'll give you a perfect example. When I came to your house today.
Yep.
I came in just vaping the vape only BCC on just an EVIC simple. I was getting a great vape. Drove an hour and 20 minutes from Buffalo. Really enjoyed it using it in the car.
So you agreed with the review then? You thought it was? You think it's a pretty good device?
I think it really is. Yeah. I think, and it's funny how similar we are in a lot of our cases.
Very similar, which is
kind of
good.
Scary.
It is. Okay.
But while I was at the House of Vapor last night, I picked up an iHybrid,
which is beautiful.
It's
by
just
the way. Show everybody.
It's blue.
It's blue.
So that just sold me right there. It was just kind of an impulse buy. You know, a lot of people know that I'm not really into Genesis style atomizers. Right. However, we sat down here in about 20 minutes. You build my Kawl.
Kawl?
Yeah.
Kawl. That's Kawl, by the way. Kawl.
And we filled it up. You took care of the hot spots right away. It turned out into an amazing vape for me. Did
you have an epiphany?
Not quite, but almost. But what I'm trying to say is that
show people,
yeah, absolutely. This thing is just hitting so good.
It really is working good.
But at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is that whether I leave here with this, which I am, by the way, I'm not going to let it, or I leave here with a vape only BCC tank, I'm going to stay off cigarettes.
Right.
And that's what's important for people to understand.
Right. I'll tell a little story here. So in getting ready for the Buffalo meet, because I like to bring a lot of stuff with me. And it's not to show off. It's just because, I mean, I appreciate the fact that I'm getting them and I want to share them with people who haven't seen these things. So I set up some Jennies and I set up some Provaris and I set up some tanks and I have everything all packed up and I got it in my camera bag ready to go. So I go sit in my chair and I recline and I look next to me and there's not a PV anywhere. I don't have anything set up, right? So now I just want to throw something together real quick. So I grabbed the Ego Twist. And I figured, you know what? I got the the new EVODs, right? So I'm like, let me fill up an EVOD, and let's see what it's all about. And this is what I will vape for the night. Let me tell you something, okay? I sat down and I enjoyed a really terrific vape.
Yeah.
Okay. And you know, you're talking about what, a $23 battery, and what are EVODs?
About $5.
About $5. Okay. So it's just, you know, it's further proof that you don't have to spend a lot of money. You don't have to break the bank. You don't have to go into debt to have a good vape and to stay off of traditional tobacco cigarettes.
Absolutely. And another thing that I want to point out, especially when we got into this Genesis, and since you had your epiphany, one of the reasons why this device works so well is because you know what you're doing building the coil too, which is another thing that a lot of people don't understand. It's not solely the device. In some cases, you are going to get a change in flavor depending on what the device is and the machinery and how it's been built. However, at the end of the day, it's how you're going to build that coil to give you that perfect vape with the power source that you're giving to it. You can get the same vape out of an Agati, which costs $22.
You can get a very similar vape. You know, when you get into the Genesis styles, there are these little design tweaks. There's these little differences that maybe might change the vapor a little bit, might change the flavor a little bit, might change the throat hit a little bit based on the size of the air hole, things like that. But it's not like one is going to be, oh my God, better than the other. They're all kind of similar. And the differences are going to be subtleties. And, you know, those people who are really into these are also really into the subtleties, too, because they are on a hunt for the best possible vape that they can get. So, you know, these subtleties are important to these people. But, you know, for the average vapor, they might not, as they get into this, really understand those subtleties and appreciate the subtleties. But you are going to get just as good a vape, or very, very close to it, from a $22 Agati as you can from something like that.
But I have to say,
go ahead. I know. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this one because you put your magical fingers on my coil, but it is vaping absolutely fantastic.
And you know, I mean, I'm still young at the Genesis style atomizers. You know, I'm so thankful that I have so many people sending me emails, and believe me, I look at them all, I appreciate them all, and I take ideas and I put your ideas into my coils. I almost said call my coils and my methods, and it's been a real benefit for me, all of those emails, all of that help. And, you know, I continue to learn. Everybody has their best way of doing it.
Right.
Everybody has their favorite. You're using twisted wire. You're using different gauge wire. You're using the new ribbon wire or the fettuccine wire. You're using different gauge meshes. And everybody thinks that they have the best solution out there. But really, there is kind of no right answer. The best solution is the solution that's working for you.
Right,
I mean, really.
right. And I'll give you an example. Last week I was at a store and they were building me a coil for my Agati, and two very proficient guys. One was building it a different way. The other one was building it a different way. One was telling me, well, you know, leave the screw hole off. The other one was telling me, oh, put the screw hole. It doesn't really make a difference. After I put it together, I'm going to vape it, and whatever tastes good to me, that's the way that I'm going to go with. There's no wrong method, especially when you get into these high, complicated devices where you can tweak little things to make it to your preference and taste.
I mean, there's the Pitar K method. There's the method where people are using screws and they're using the groove of the screw to make the coil. There's ceramic wick. There's mesh wick. There's 100 different ways to oxidize the mesh wick. There's just so many ways to do it, and really the right way is the way that's working for you.
But I think the most important thing that we have to get out of making this video, Phil, is I've said it many times that no matter all this stuff that I see here on your desk, which is I'm still trying to take it all in, I can get a simple Ego battery with a low resistance atomizer, put a couple of drops of my favorite e-liquid inside there, and stay off cigarettes. So
absolutely,
that's what everybody should take out of it.
Yep, that should be the #1 goal of all of this stuff, is just to keep people off of tobacco cigarettes, because we feel that vaping is harm reduction.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
You know, we feel that based on the research that we've done, the materials that we've read, the work that you've done on the VP Live show, your Greek doctor, I can't get his name.
Farsalinos.
Farsalinos. You know, the work that he's done, everything points to the fact that vaping is a far safer alternative than tobacco cigarettes. But let's be honest, okay? You have had people who have smoked all their lives, lived to 100 years old, and then died of natural causes, okay? Nobody has vaped all their life yet.
Absolutely not.
Okay? So, you know, you see us doing this, and we're doing this based on what we've read, the knowledge that we have, our health improvements, okay? I mean, because when I was smoking, I would wake up in the morning and I would take that first deep breath in the morning, and it would be riddled with pain. I would have pain in my chest, and that pain would go away during the course of the day. I would do work around the house, and I would be winded, okay? Those things don't happen anymore. All right. I don't take as many sick days anymore as I used to when I smoked tobacco cigarettes. So something is telling me, in addition to the things that we've read, that it's working in our benefit.
Personal testimonies is really the only thing that we have to promote tobacco harm reduction right now. Even the studies that have been done, and the researchers and the doctors will even tell you this themselves. Even the research that we've done is only a short-term study. It's something that will give you an immediate effect, on secondhand vapor, on using the effects of vaping on the heart cells or on the muscles that contract the heart. We can get those short-term effects. Long-term effects, it's impossible because we haven't been using electronic cigarettes for that long.
Don't know it.
Eventually we'll be. And one of the things that we run into, and I know we've talked about this many times when we private message each other, and we do it a lot. When we message each other, we'll get these messages from viewers or people that watch the show or watch your reviews asking us about the safety of certain materials like silica wick, stainless steel mesh. And I always try to reply to them with the most common sense answer that I can. There's nobody that medically will come up and say for sure one way or the other, is stainless steel mesh good or silica bad, simply because we don't have any data to back it up.
Right.
We can say though, compared to the 4,000 chemicals that are in cigarettes, that this is safer. It's a less harmful alternative to tobacco.
Right. There are the scares with the silica wick. There are the scares with oxidizing the mesh now, okay? And believe me, we're aware of these, and as we get more information, we'll let you know. We're not holding anything back. Right. I mean, he's going to let you know on the show. I'm going to let you know on the website. And don't get me wrong, I really do appreciate the people who are putting the time, effort, and money into doing the required research, because it can't be about opinion. It's got to be about scientific data. It's got to be about real research, that are doing the research to find out whether or not these things are safe. And I appreciate the people who are trying to keep vaping as safe for us as possible. But also, let's try to keep it in perspective a little bit, right? Not too long ago, we were all happily pumping tobacco smoke into our lungs, not giving a shit about what was in it, okay? So, I mean, hats off to the people who are out there doing the research.
Yeah, and remember that it costs a lot of money to do this research too. So it's something that's going to have to be backed up at some point by the manufacturers of these devices and the e-liquid manufacturers. Everybody's going to have to get behind so we can prove if you want. Right now, all we can give you is an opinion. And in my opinion, vaping is less harmful than tobacco, and you can take that for what it's worth. And I think that's the opinion of a lot of people that have been doing this for a while. All the research that I have seen, all the studies that I have seen, point to me to show me that this is much better. Yeah, absolutely. But it's one of the reasons why I put the disclaimer in the videos and on the website. Use these products at your own risk. Use them at your own risk, and I will be more than happy to tell you that the safest form of vaping is not to vape. Okay, and that doesn't mean to go back to tobacco cigarettes either. The safest thing to do is just not to do anything. But a lot of us are addicted to nicotine. The same way a lot of us are addicted to our morning coffee. I feel, based on what I found, is that it is a safer way to get your nicotine than using a cigarette. There was never any problem with nicotine except the delivery device. So if the delivery device is faulty, then nicotine is going to be bad for you. Yep. If your nicotine delivery device is safer, then there's nothing wrong with nicotine. So got to separate nicotine from tobacco, and that's a lot of the advocacy that's going on right now. And that's one of the things that I try to do through the show, is try to advocate that separation between nicotine and tobacco. What show do you have again? It's the Vape Team. Every Wednesday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, vapeteam.com. I wish you had the chart with me, because I still get the Vape Team and the VP Live and all those guys, confused and whatever. Okay. So our next event is probably Vape Bash, where we're going to see each other again. Yeah, absolutely. Are you going to be able to live without me until It's going to be tough. It's hard. It's going to be tough. Really, maybe we can Skype in between a couple of times. I would love to. Will you wear the thong? Absolutely. I always do. I always do. It's just been awesome having you here. It's a pleasure being here. Thank you very much. I love having you at the house, and
you know, spending this time in my neck of the woods, and maybe one of these days I'll get to your neck of the woods.
Absolutely. I'm finally happy to be let out of your little dungeon inside there. It's getting rough.
Yeah, I'm going to show you what was going on back there in a little bit.
I really don't want to taste your juice anymore.
So should we wrap it up?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now,
absolutely.
do you have a closing? Because I know, hello, my fellow vapors. I got that pretty good, too, by the way. You're not going to charge me for that,
No, absolutely. I'm just going to take care of that bill, too. But no, I don't really have any closing. I just want to thank you. I certainly appreciate all the hard work and effort. If you guys are not so lucky to see what I saw behind the scenes being here at your house, and all the time and the effort that you put in to do these reviews, it is not an easy task. And to do it as professional and to do it as well worded and as you do, you're a great asset to the community and everybody that's trying to promote electronic cigarettes. You do a great job.
So nice, man. I really appreciate that. Okay.
But yeah, you did a good job, Phil.
Thanks, bud. Well, you know what? You know I'm going to say the same thing about you, because that show, the time and effort that you put into the show, because my niche is reviewing devices. That's what I like to do, you know, and helping people out that way and answering all the questions. We talked about that. But the time and effort that you put into the show, even with all Jamie's technical issues, because we really need to come down on him pretty hard.
Yeah. I kind of got onto him yesterday at the meet. I kind of cornered him and let him know what's his future.
You know, I mean, you have a family, you have kids on top of it. I don't have any kids, and the restaurant, and putting that show together. I know there's a ton of effort that goes into that. So,
but you gotta be passionate, and just like you, I'm passionate about tobacco harm reduction. You're passionate about doing your reviews, and I think it translates well.
Cool. All right, so let's wrap this up.
All right.
All right, so actually, we're going to cut this off a little bit. You're going to see some video now from the Vape Meet, and that's it. As always, you guys, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you again soon. That was perfect. We don't even need an edit in there. Did I hit record? Oh, good thing. Look, it's the real Dimitri. How exciting. Look, there he is.
How you
Phil,
doing,
nice to see you.
Nice to
Hello.
see you too.
Come on, give me one. Give me just one.
Hello, my fellow neighbors.
There it is. Niagara's here. Everybody's here. Look at all the people. Even Jamie. Who's running the system back home? By the way, it's idle. By the way, top-notch job on the show this Wednesday. That was really good. There were no glitches at all. Why is it just when I go on? Why? Yeah.
Everyone was messing up.
All right, okay. It wasn't my fault though, was it? Because a lot of people think it was my fault.
It's always your fault.
All right, okay. Walk through the crowd here a little bit. This is like nothing but a bunch of news reporters here.
Magnets, they'll go bring, and they'll be gone.
I got your message on my phone. You texted me yesterday on that paper trail. And I was working.
Hi, Coach. You.
I want in! I want in!
There he is.
Who's this guy? I think his face like this, like, I'm so sad. Duck face. See him? Wasn't over the counter.
Where's your partner? He's not putting a suit on, is he? Holy shit. Are you kidding me? You've been there all the while? No, I'm serious, man. It's the hair and the mustache. I swear to God, I didn't know it was you. I swear.
Is this guy busting my balls right
No, I'm not. I swear to God, I'm not. I did not. You look totally different. You look totally different. I swear. I'm like, who's this guy standing next to you before? I swear. I thought it was a friend of yours.
I can't believe it.
I'm dead serious. You think I'm kidding? Because I'm dead serious.
Are you that serious?
I'm dead serious. You look that different. He does. He looks that different.
Looks like he's got a wig on.
Hey, like,
I don't know if I want to give him a hug.
it's like maybe like Dirk Diggler from that. Right? Am I right?
This guy, he's like the internet phenom.
You must think I'm such a right now because, well, you thought that before anyway, but I came over and I hugged him and he must have been like, why is he not like even saying hello to me? Why is he not even talking to me? Right? Did you think that a little bit? You had to.
This is bullshit, dude. PBusardo doesn't even know who I am.
Listen, first of all, what's the name? Mike, John, Tony. I feel terrible now, man. I feel terrible.
It's my season 2 look, bro.
Your mustache scratched my beautiful. Yeah, she's here. We Lisa Lady. Always.
Lisa Lady.
What? You really? Come on. Stop grabbing my dog. How are you? Make vapor, not smoke. Oh, all about vapor. So we're here with Niagara. Sean.
Yeah,
I know how you hate that.
I know.
But people know you as Niagara.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
And you are the purveyor of some fine vaping devices. I mean, I'm
not JC West or anything.
No, but you do have some nice pieces.
I collect certain pieces, yeah.
And here is one of your nice pieces here. Now, I would say this is like maybe a $200 mod. I mean, the way it is, look at this. But folks, this mod has a little bit of a secret here. Show everybody what this is.
So this is basically a $40 mod.
Come on.
A $40 mod. $20 AGA that I've basically just, smoothed off, made it nice and smooth and brush looking. Okay, but it has a hybrid look to it. All stainless steel except this, which is brass that I've anodized to have like all sorts of different colors in it, reds and blues and yellows. But it looks like a hybrid, but when you open it up,
this is cool,
and see what's underneath the hood, it's actually a $20 stainless steel with a brass piece smoke telescope. Really.
That's all it is. It's a smoke telescope.
Smoke telescope.
Tricked out.
Put it on, and it hides, makes it seamless.
Look at that. That really does look good. So now I just said that you own like really nice pieces, and then you show me that. So are all your pieces fake, or are some of them real?
No.
Okay.
Some of them are real.
That's cool. That's really cool. That looks good. Awesome.
Right here, baby.
This is what I wind up with right there. That's very nice.
$5. It's not free.
You love me long time?
Wrong time. That's 45 seconds and you're right.
Look. Oh my God. Dimitri using technology. Is it on? Do you have the lens cap off?
It's a standoff.
Listen, folks, this is big news, folks. Look at this. Dimitri has his own juice line. There it is, Dimitri juice. Okay, you'll find this on the vape wheel next week.
11 of them.
Lots of giveaways. Andrew only making 10% on this juice. Dimitri raking in the profits. 90% going to Dimitri. There you go.
Now you can finally taste my juice.
Come on, I tasted your juice.
That was a vapor time. We were supposed to talk about that.
There it is. Dimitri's new juice line. You heard it here first, folks, on tasteyourjuice.com.
You should try it. It's really good.
I'm gonna. Is it good?
Yeah.
Well, it's got your name on it. I don't have a juice
Nothing
with
but
my
premium.
name on it. So what's your name?
Jeff.
Jeff is from
Birmingham, Alabama.
All right. So how did you wind up here today?
I got family up here.
You got what?
Family up here.
Oh, you have family up here. And you are a new vapor. How long now?
3 months.
3 months. All right. Listen to this, folks. He's a new vapor for 3 months. And how long were you a cigarette smoker?
8 years. About almost 9 years.
9 years. And you are how old?
21.
Which would make you started smoking when you were
13.
like 9 years old. That's ridiculous, right? So you've become a vapor now. Have you had any cigarettes since?
Only with my PB breaks.
All right, listen. I might have to edit that part out, but I'm sure you're going to grow and you're going to be strong. And you're going to stay away from those from now on.
Definitely.
But so is this your first vape meet?
Yes.
Very cool. What do you think of it so far?
Oh, it's crazy, man.
It's crazy. It's kind of cloudy in here.
Yeah, it hits you in the face when you walk in the door.
It really does. Congratulations on quitting. Hopefully there will be no more. I mean, I'm happy now. I'll be a lot happier when there's no more tobacco cigarettes in your life.
Absolutely.
And congratulations. Nice meeting you. All right.
Can I taste your juice?